Today, we're going to pull back the curtain on the career path of a Mountie. We're going to follow the journey from a recruit's very first day all the way to the highest ranks of the Royal Canadian Mounted Police, and we'll explore how both responsibility and salary grow with every single step.
When you see an RCMP officer, there's so much more than just the uniform. There's a whole structured journey of advancement behind them. So we're going to break down that entire path, what it really takes to climb the ladder, and maybe just as importantly, what that progression looks like for your bank account.
All right, so where does it all begin? Well, every single journey in the RCMP, no matter how high an officer eventually climbs, starts at the exact same place, the foundational rank of constable.
Now, the rank of constable isn't just some entry-level gig. No way. These officers are the absolute backbone of the force. This is where you learn the ropes, where you engage directly with communities, and where you build the kind of experience that's going to shape the rest of your career.
Okay, now this is where things get really interesting. The financial progression is incredibly fast. You start out at over $71,000, but get this. After just 6 months on the job, you're already making over $92,000, and within a single year, you've crossed that six-figure mark. This is not a slow crawl. It is a clear, structured path to a really significant salary.
Let that sink in for a second. In just 3 years, a constable's base salary hits over $115,000. The big takeaway here is that the RCMP provides a really clear path to financial stability, and it happens very early in an officer's career. So, after building that solid foundation as a constable, where do you go from there? Well, the path for advancement opens up into what are called the non-commissioned ranks. This is where leadership and those specialized skills really start to kick in.
And the ladder here is super clear. From constable, an officer can get promoted to corporal, then onto sergeant, and eventually move up to staff sergeant. But the path continues, leading to the distinguished roles of sergeant major and, at the top, corps sergeant major. Each and every step represents a major increase in experience, mentorship, and, of course, operational responsibility.
But what about aiming for the very top? For those who aspire to the highest levels of command, the journey continues into the commissioned officer ranks. This is really the strategic summit of the RCMP, where the leaders shape the future of the entire organization. And here's what that path to the top looks like. It begins with inspector, moves through superintendent and chief superintendent, and then leads to the executive levels, assistant commissioner, deputy commissioner, and finally, the commissioner, the head of the entire RCMP. This is the strategic brain of Canada's National Police Service. Okay, so we've seen the ranks, we've seen the ladder, but what does all this climbing actually mean for an officer's long-term financial picture? Let's put it all together and take a look at the salary potential for these senior leadership roles. You can see right here how the salary really reflects the responsibility. An inspector can earn up to $140,000 a year. A superintendent's salary climbs up to $155,000, and a chief superintendent can reach $170,000. The pay really does correspond to the increasing weight of command.
And at the very, very top, we're talking assistant commissioners and above. Base salaries often go well past that $170,000 mark. But it's absolutely crucial to remember that these are base pay figures. They don't include other things like regional allowances or benefits, which can add a significant amount to the total compensation package.
So, when you look at the whole system, it's really built on a dual promise. As one source put it perfectly, a structured path for career advancement and competitive salaries. It's a framework that's designed from the ground up to reward service and dedication. So after seeing this clear progression, this ladder to climb, and the financial rewards that come with it, the question isn't just about a job, it's about a lifelong journey. So you have to ask yourself, is this combination of public service, structured advancement, and stability the right path for you? If you're ready to explore this path a little more, you should definitely visit joinrcmp.ca. It's got a clear, detailed breakdown of everything we've talked about. It's an excellent independent resource that can help you prepare for the journey ahead. Thanks for joining me.